have you on video telling you're telling her that he said it says
his shoe, unless they're lined with flannel or t-shirt material. Anyways, I get him loose pants. A big meltdown, like over 3 pairs of pants. And none of the 3 was going to be a good enough choice.
Man, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what was that all about?
Because Dad was being Roy was being so mean to me.
You can call him Dad.
No.
He was being so mean, was he?
Yeah.
Why is it mean?
I have no idea why he was being so mean.
Because he gave you 3 choices for pants?
Yes. He gave me 3 choices for pants.
So, for example, I think you're really good at telling us what's on your mind. I think that asking questions to get more information from other people is a little bit trickier. So I see the balance in a conversation being a little bit parts of speech.
Oh,
so
The university student, the university model.
I'll show you. So things I've done, depending on the topic. So today, when I asked,
This is Melissa actually.
so if I was going to do that, I had the opportunity to teach to, when I ask a question, I want you to answer it. I might have went taken the blocks and then built a road for the cars, but I would have started one road, and then as you told me things, the road got bigger, or the tree got bigger. But if we change topics, then we actually have to start another road, with the goal being, let's see how long my choice before we move on to yours. Right. So just kind of concrete ways of representing it. I've done things like, if I know the questions are really hard, it might be that, dude, if you have more money at the end of this activity, you are going to get 5 extra points. Whereby, we're driving in the car, so it's a little bit more natural. But when you ask me questions, I actually get to put a quarter over here, versus when you make comments about what you see or what's going on, you get a penny. So if you weigh them, or they're just representing it a bit more concretely, that kind of thing.
Right.
But I think it's a matter of knowing where to start and how to make it happen. Mm-hmm. So I think that those parts we'll be able to identify in terms of what to focus on. Is speech still involved? I know you advocated for that.
Well, we're last year. This year, he usually gets 6 sessions a year. And he hasn't completed yet. But they might have dropped them now. I don't know.
From the OT perspective, is the bullying an issue for you? Like, would you like some support with that? Every ECP service is different.
Does anybody come to your house?
Mm-hmm. Do they? They want to? No, not anymore.
I'm not familiar with anything, anybody that comes to your house unless they're an ENT, like, I call an ambulance. Not anybody healthcare-wise that comes to your house.
Okay. So there have been, I should say, in the past, therapists who have done community-based service, but have done home and school. So it seems as though every extramural organization does things differently now. So I wasn't sure what you was doing.
Okay, I didn't know there was extramural OT.
Mm-hmm. There's OT, SLP, physio, dietetics, social work.
We, like, when he was, the last time he was involved with OT, that's why when he first called, I was totally confused. I didn't realize, because we dealt with Manon Eagles, do you know my dad? When he was little. For totally different things. Yeah, so she was dealing with 2-year-old stuff. Tiptoes and stuff like that, and not being able to point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, he couldn't do this.
Now.
Oh yes, but I mean that's what I was thinking. So I was like, well, why do I need you?
Mm-hmm.
Like he knows how to point. He's got all that large motor, fine motor. He's got all that down. He can ding dong the little buttons on my phone.
Skills. education same sex. I did their training on autism because
Yeah.
they didn't
No
do
doubt.
it. Yeah.
No, our pediatrician, just luckily, she's just a sweetheart. And she's, when we first went to her many moons ago, she probably knows a lot more now, but she said, listen, Ida, this month,
Maybe this will help.
And the other thing that just kind of thinking about what your goals were in terms of that flexibility, they could be working with flexibility at school. Like if they had the right support from an RTA, that is an appropriate program to have them be working at school.
Now, is it only the resource teacher that does that, or would EA?
Well, the resource teacher would be responsible to provide it. So this is how it would happen.
Until the EA gets to dispatch it. Okay.
And that is not something
Because I see her as a babysitter, EA. As nice as she is, but if nobody's telling her what to do, I mean, I'm grateful that she's babysitting them and keeping them safe.
It sounds like for me that a lot of the goals that are in the SAP are being targeted directly by the resource teacher, not necessarily being transferred.
As far as I know, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
It's the communication is very low between the school and me.
So what do you get in terms of communication?
Well, and this is recent.
Trouble.
We
I'll take that.
This just started October
over here.
31st. Them doing a communication log.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted it.
And the only reason that they started this is because there's a little girl that sits next to him that insistently cries every single day.
Okay.
She just bawls every day.
What? You want to take a picture
And
of it?
they want me to stop him from... She cries. And she gets sent to the office. So they're telling me, would you stop him? It's bugging him. That's not appropriate. Well, I'm telling you, if someone was sitting here crying next to me every day, and I have AD attention deficit to begin with, and I'm trying to focus on learning new math skills, that would bug me a lot.
I think I know what he's trying to do.
You want to take pictures of all the cards?
No.
I think
he wants to see himself on that. I'm trying to record it. So I think what we need to do is put that in here and support it that way.
You want a picture of this?
How would I hold it? Can I be your assistant? Okay. And you know what? If you press the button for the volume, those words will go away.
Anyway, so for... Want to see us?
No, he wants us to videotape him in there playing.
Oh, okay. So anyways, that's the reasoning why this even started.
And are you happy with the info being forwarded to you here?
Oh, I would love to know what's going on. They could videotape this whole day and I'd sit there and watch it. I'm okay with that. The more information, the
So
better.
it's better because it's become kind of point form.
Yes, I even told them they were free to when I had my meeting at the school, which the EA did not attend. And her name is Paulette. I said, tell Paulette she can use these things as punishments for him. And as long as she tells me that he was acting appropriate, I'll back her up. But they haven't done that to date, so I don't know what more I can do. I mean, I said, I'll back up your punishment. I will let you take away stuff in my house, and I'll back you up on it.
Now, how often does he need, does he get punishment versus?
None.
Okay.
Like at school? Never.
Okay.
He's never been in trouble. But they just want him to stop reacting to her crying. And I'm sorry, but that's super hard.
Yep.
She's still at the same table as him. It's 4 to a table. So instead of them sitting here and here, now she's sitting here. So she's still bawling. Pretend you're bawling all day long. That's hard. That's really hard. And you're trying to focus.
Do you see him sensitive to sounds?
Very sensitive. He's extraordinarily sensitive to crying. It's the only time I've ever seen him have any forms of aggression or violence is with people crying. He has smacked new mums,
Mm-hmm.
babies will be like in the stroller crying. It drives him nuts. And he'll go over, he'll tell them, take care of your baby. Like, I've seen that, and I've had to go over and say, I'm really sorry. He has autism, and he's actually being cared for your baby. He thinks that something's wrong, and they seem okay with that because I know where he's coming from. He'll tell me, "Mommy, they need to feed the baby. The baby's crying." He doesn't like that sound. Who does? I mean,
the other thing I've noticed is that his response, like there have been things that have happened while we were in there that I probably wouldn't have attended to, but he was kind of like, he was listening, which then kind of tuned me into, okay, what's he hearing? But nothing that you or I probably would have been bothered by.
oh, his hearing is super keen.
There's a drill, I think, going off at one point.
Yeah, outside. And heard something
And the
from
car.
here.
There was a horn outside, so.
He always hears stuff that I don't even hear.
I think it's worth us commenting on those things because it might be the crying now, but it could be a big reaction to a fire alarm later. So I feel like it's worth us making note of those situations that it was observed during his session here that his responses to auditory stimuli, were different. I won't say different, but his threshold for sounds was definitely lower than what it would be for other students.
Now, what do you recommend as an occupational therapist? Do you remove this crying, or do you give him ways to deal with the crying?
I would do it in two ways. So one, if I was the resource teacher who could actually do some teaching with the animal, I would be wondering why is she crying.
Well,
And yeah, you know what I mean?
And there obviously
there's